Oh, hi. I didn't see you standing over there. I'll be with you in a minute. Hey, folks. Glad you could join me. I didn't see you standing there right away, but, well, apparently you're expecting something from me, as usual. And, well, actually, this weekend's a bit of a problem because, what I was planning on doing, I can't do because, well, we have a little problem. Is that off-the-track thoroughbred we've been working with, unfortunately, he perpetuated a myth that, well, I'm not sure it was a myth, but I've often heard that thoroughbreds have bad feet. And I've heard that a lot, and since most of them, they don't care except as long as they win on the racetrack, and your average horse doesn't, well, I don't think they race more than maybe 10 years at the most. So as long as their feet last that long, they don't really give a crap. And, well, he had some issues, as I mentioned in one of my previous videos, that made it, difficult, well, for some people impossible to trim him. So he hasn't been getting trimmed, and he was way overdue. The heels were long, the toes were long, the quarters were broken out, and unfortunately what ended up happening is the hoof actually split because of the load on extreme ends of it and nothing in the middle, and it split right up to the corner band. Not a pretty sight. There was a lot of blood, and unfortunately that horse is going to be lame for a very long time now, and well, you're probably not going to get to see him again anytime soon. And I was going to use him for a video this weekend. I had something in mind that I was going to do, but, well, unfortunately I can't do that now. So I'm kind of, this kind of goes along with, you got to be flexible and change your plans as need be and that sort of thing. And, well, like I said, I had plans, but, well, change of plans. That's not my plan anymore. And, well, that's how things go sometimes. You just don't always get to pick and choose what you're going to do. Sometimes things just happen, and you got no say in the matter. And, well, that's where you got to learn to roll with the ball. You can't get all uptight and say, well, I was planning on doing such and such. Darn it, we're going to do such and such. No, it doesn't work that way. Nope. You got to get flexible. You got to change your plans and roll with the ball. And, well, unfortunately, the one that we were planning on rolling with, that ball is gone. It's deflated. Well, anyhow, you get the idea. Is the horse we were going to use doesn't exist anymore and probably won't for quite some time. So what I'm going to be able to do videos on now, I'm not quite sure if we're going to get another horse around here that we can play with, or maybe I'll see if I can show you some things with this fella here, because we're not done with him yet, really, even though we are riding him. We haven't put much time on him, and one of the things that we have been working on, though, is we've been teaching him how to neck rein. And I'm thinking, you know what, maybe I'm going to do a video on that too soon, because I think that's something a lot of people probably want to know how to do. And I've often wondered why there are so many horses out there that don't neck rein, and it seems a little odd to me now in certain disciplines. They just don't bother doing it, particularly many of the English riding disciplines. For some reason, they direct rein their horses till the day they die. I don't know why. To me, neck reining is a very practical thing, because it means you only need one hand to steer the horse with, and that gives you one hand free to do whatever you want, whether it's tip your hat or wave to somebody or unlatch the gate. There's just so many things, and actually I talked about that once before in a video a few years back when I was working with a gelding here that I was teaching him to neck rein, and I thought, that's just so darn practical, because once he started getting decent with it, I actually had my own horses in here, and I was guiding them from the back of him, and because I could neck rein them, I could actually hold the stick in the other hand and direct the horses, and I had them free lunging 3 abreast from the back of another horse. Why? Because I taught them to neck rein. So I think that's something that I'm going to teach you, though, although that might be a very short video because it's actually a very simple process. Although there are a few, I've heard of a couple different ways of doing it. And even myself, just because of individual horses and how they respond to things, I've done it a few different ways. This guy, I've been doing it with him very similar to what I saw somebody else doing, that I've been employing the method because the principle behind it was very sound, and how it gets done and everything very similar to a lot of things I teach and how I do it. So maybe I'll show you that method, and we'll show you on this guy because he's not done yet. And occasionally we actually still have to employ this stuff. And it's really cool how this guy just stands here with it. Whenever he's got the saddle on, because earlier today when I was riding him, this is actually the second time I've been on him today. And earlier today when I was riding him, I had another horse loose in here, and I decided I wanted to put her out. I didn't want her in the way because I thought maybe somebody else was coming in. They never did, but that's not the point. I got off him and went and ushered the other horse out, and he just stood exactly where I left him. And he's still, even now, standing where I left him. So that's kind of cool. And we'll talk a little bit about that too. But you got any other ideas though? Because like I said, that off-the-track thoroughbred, he's no longer going to be, we're not going to be able to work with him for quite some time. I'm not sure what's going to take place with him. He's dead lame on that foot, not surprising. Pretty nasty, not pretty at all. I actually saw it happen, and very unfortunate that I happened to be around for that. I'd rather not have seen that happen. But anyhow, if you got some ideas, leave a comment down below in that little comment section of this video, and you know, make a suggestion of something you'd like to hear about. And now I can't promise I'm going to be able to do it. I'm going to try though. See what I can do for you, and you know, maybe we can, maybe we can't, depending on the horses we have available that we can use. But you know, you got something, you know, because I've just been thrown for a loop here. I was going to kind of just you know, keep going on the progression of you know, that one and how he was doing, but unfortunately that one's gone now, so that's just totally throwing out the window any ideas I've had for future videos. Well, most of them anyhow. So if you got some ideas for future videos, please you know, chime in, say something down below, and don't forget, help me out on YouTube and share my videos, share my channel. I put together a playlist. I told you about that in another video. There's a playlist there you can share with your friends, get them started. It's got several demos in it, some good stuff that I think a lot of people might like, and kind of gives them an idea of what, you know, how I do things, and you know, where I'm coming from, and that sort of thing. So anyhow, like I say, you know, share my videos, leave a comment down below, and hey, it doesn't cost anything, even like it. That helps too. And actually what's really interesting is most people do like my videos. It's very rare. I have to scroll through quite a few videos to find any that have dislikes on them. But then again, unfortunately, I haven't been getting a lot of views either. And especially lately, I don't know what the heck's going on. Just the last couple of weeks, the number, my watch time is still going up, so it must be older videos that people are watching, but my number of views has gotten down. It's terrible, but my total watch time is up, my subscribers numbers is up, but my number of views on each video is really down, and I don't know. Maybe that just means you're not watching them right to the end, because I think that's how they count it. You got to watch it right to the end before it counts as a view. So please, just so I know that you're actually watching them, you know, it helps. It just helps me. Okay, it makes me feel a little better about it. You know, if I know you're watching them, watch them right to the end, and then it counts as a view. And well, it doesn't hurt. It's not going. Doesn't cost you anything, and heck, you don't even have to actually be watching it. At any given point, you can get up and walk away and go fill your coffee cup, and come back after it's all done. But I do encourage you though to watch pretty close to the end, because you never know. Sometimes I cover more than one subject, and it actually is beneficial for you and the horse if you watch the entire video, because it might start out as something that you could care less about, but what we end up with might be something entirely different. So there you go. Have a good day. Go play with your horse.